Alright, so we got Photoshop open. I'm going to go ahead and find your file and open it up. One sec. There it is. PSD. That's okay. We don't care about that. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and just make a few things disappear. I think it was the PS4. I'll just get one up there to show you how it's done. Oh, whoops. That one? Yep, okay. So, whoops. Alright, so we're going to click on that layer. And then right here in the bottom right, there's, I think it looks like a little camera or whatever. It's a square with a circle in it. It says add layer mask. We're going to click on that. And then basically you're going to need to be in the square on the right. If you click on this one on the left, that's just the normal layer. And it's just going to paint everything like normal. See? It just does red there. So we want to make sure we're on the one on the right. Going to make our brush bigger. And then basically, you got to be on the paintbrush. So you got to be using the brush tool. So when it's over here, when it's on black, that means it's going to take away. When it's on white, white, that means it's going to add back. So we'll make sure we're on black. We'll go ahead and zoom in a bit. Oops. And then basically we just go through and we clean it up. If you right click on it, you can change, I don't know if you already know this, you can change the size of your brush. You can also change the hardness. So if you like turn that all the way up, it's going to do a hard, crisp line. Typically if you're using like multiple images, you're going to want to keep it at like 1%, 1 or 2%. It'll keep it blending a little bit. The square brackets on your keyboard that allows you to change your size of your brush, that's the hotkey for it. And then basically you'll just want to go in, get close, and just clean it up. So since we're erasing the white background for that image, I'm going to change the background here to black. Then it makes it easier to pick up and notice all of those all the little spots that you miss. So we're going to go back to our layer mask and we zoom in, adjust our brush size. So when you're doing like a quick thumbnail or something like that, it doesn't always have to be perfect. Especially if you have the hardness set low. There's also a way to do like a quick selection. Let me think of how to do it. We'll go to the magic wand tool. If we click on that, that will select everything outside of it, and then it should. I don't use this too often, just because sometimes it doesn't always get everything just right. But then it'll only the things that are selected there will you erase. So it's not going to touch the actual lettering. But that allows us to take out most of it. Oops. And then you can go in and like these white spaces, in between here. You can go back and clean those out. See, the magic wand will pick it up. Yep. This will let you get the majority of it at least. So it's W for the magic wand, and basically it'll follow changes in the coloring. But this is why I don't use the magic wand too much, is because now we're missing chunks there. But luckily, if we go back to white, we can go ahead and add that back in. Should allow us to go back in. Well, I did something wrong there. But anyways, I don't use the magic wand too often. I usually just do everything by hand. You can also, let's see, another way to quickly do it. Alright, so we're gonna, whoops. Alright, go back to our magic wand and deselect. Another way you can do it is also the lasso tool. So lasso allows you to manually select something. So we go from like there, we basically just draw along that. I'm just doing it really quick. If you're going in finer detail, you'd want to actually, go slower and take your time. And then basically it'll select it there for you. And then you can go through and adjust it again. Deselect that. Magnetic lasso will basically find those changes in the colors, and it'll just kind of go, it's not perfect, but it'll go along the edge of it. So if you drag along, it'll just find spots to stick. This is more if you're doing it really quick. When you let go of it, it'll automatically put one of those anchors there. So if it doesn't quite get it right, it's just a way to quickly do it. But still, personally, I just find I do the masking by hand, like the first way I showed you. But if you got large areas, like if you've got all this white out here you just want to get rid of first without doing it all by hand, you can do that as well. I took care of that eye. That's more or less it. So I will let you do that. Good luck.